Welcome back to Mastering MHA MBA and the final part of Chapter 16. Diversity is not only about who is in the room, it is about the cultures they come from. In Part 3, we go global, the invisible differences that shape how business is done around the world and the skill of working across them. Start with a cautionary tale. A US executive meets a Saudi official, sits with the sole of his shoe showing, passes papers with his left hand, and declines the offered coffee, all unknowing insults. He loses a $10 million contract to a competitor who understood the culture. That is the cost of ethnocentrism, assuming your own way is the only way, and of culture shock, the disorientation of an unfamiliar setting. The antidote is cultural intelligence, or CQ, the ability to adapt and adjust to new cultures. People high in CQ do not just memorize rules of etiquette. They stay curious, read the situation, suspend judgment, and adjust their behavior. In a global economy, CQ has become as important as IQ for anyone who works across borders. Anthropologist Edward Hall showed that cultures speak silent languages, and the first is context. In high context cultures like Vietnam or Japan, much of the message is unspoken, carried in relationships, setting, and nonverbal cues. In low context cultures like the US or Germany, we say what we mean in words. Miss which one you're in, and you will misread the entire conversation. The second silent language is time. In monochronic cultures like the United States, time is linear, one thing at a time, schedules are sacred, and lateness is rude. In polychronic cultures, many things happen at once. Relationships outrank the clock, and a meeting starting late is no insult. Same behavior, opposite meaning. The third silent language is space. How close people stand, how they use offices and seating, all carry meaning that varies by culture. Stand too close in one culture and you are intrusive. Too far in another and you are cold. These silent languages, context, time, and space, operate below words, and they shape every cross-cultural encounter. Cultures also vary in tightness and looseness. Tight cultures have strong norms and low tolerance for deviation. Loose cultures are more permissive and flexible. Neither is better, but knowing where you are tells you how much room there is to improvise and how seriously a broken rule will be taken. The most influential framework is Geert Hofstede's model of national culture. He identified 5 value dimensions: power distance, how much unequal power is accepted; uncertainty avoidance, how comfortable a culture is with risk; individualism versus collectivism, the me versus the we; masculinity versus femininity, assertiveness versus quality of life; and time orientation, short term versus long term. These dimensions predict how people lead, decide, and work. Here is where this gets very current. In 2025, the World Economic Forum lists cross-cultural fluency among the most important professional skills, and AI translation tools are helping teams span languages in real time. But there is a limit. AI can translate the words, yet it cannot fully grasp the culture behind them. Cultural intelligence is still deeply a human skill. Let us recap Part 3. Ethnocentrism and culture shock trip up the unprepared, and cultural intelligence is the cure. Hall's silent languages, context, time, and space shape meaning below words. Cultures vary in tightness, and Hofstede's 5 dimensions map how national values differ. To work globally, you must learn to read the invisible. This builds on our chapter notes from Schermerhorn and Bachrach's Exploring Management 7th edition on diversity among global cultures, updated with 2025 developments in cultural intelligence and AI. That completes Chapter 16 on diversity and global cultures. You now understand the business case for diversity, the biases that hold it back, and the skills to work across cultures. In a connected world, that awareness is a superpower. If this helped you, subscribe so you do not miss the next chapter, and we will see you there.